Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that affects literally millions of men, yet it almost never gets the straightforward, practical breakdown it actually deserves. Look, a lot of guys eventually hit a wall with ED medication. It's just a fact. Either the pills just flat out stop working, maybe they were never really effective to begin with, or there's some medical reason, like a cardiac condition, that means taking them is just off the table. But here's the really good news. That absolutely does not mean intimacy has to stop. Not even close. Today, we're going to map out the clinical roadmap that's available when standard pills hit that wall. We're exploring an entire category of legitimate, regulated medical solutions that go way, way beyond the pharmacy counter. Right off the bat, if you've been feeling frustrated because standard pills aren't working for you, I want to validate that for you right now. Get this, between 30 to 40% of men do not get adequate results from these medications. We're talking about PDE5 inhibitors, which are your standard drugs for increasing blood flow. That is a massive chunk of the population. So if you're in that group, you need to know this is a physiological reality. It's not some strange anomaly, and you are definitely not out of options. You know, the science behind why these pills actually fail is super fascinating. Between 56% and 81% of cases that get labeled as treatment failure are actually tied to biology or just incorrect use. It's not a personal failing at all. For example, simply taking a pill with a heavy, high-fat meal, that can massively delay absorption in your body. Another huge one is inadequate sexual stimulation. These pills are designed to facilitate an erection when stimulation is already happening. They don't just magically flip a switch out of nowhere. And then, of course, we have physiological roadblocks, things like low testosterone, which naturally dims the body's response, or underlying conditions like advanced diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Those conditions can cause severe damage to the blood vessels, what doctors call endothelial damage, and honestly, oral medications just can't overcome that.
So, what comes next? Well, we are going to walk through the urologist's clinical ladder. We'll cover why pills fail, jump into external devices, look at medical and surgical options, and finally, break down the true long-term financial costs of all this. All right, Section 2, External Devices. This is all about non-invasive structural support.
Okay, we really need to reframe how we think about medical-grade penis sleeves. Seriously, forget whatever novelty items might pop into your head. FDA Class II prosthetic appliances, like the ones from RX Sleeve, are highly regulated. They are made from 100% platinum-cured silicone and certified to incredibly strict biocompatibility standards. The beauty of this approach is that the sleeve itself becomes the functioning structure. So say you're dealing with moderate to severe ED, maybe you've had a prostatectomy, or you're managing diabetes, this device gives you the physical support your body might be struggling to generate. And it does it completely independent of your natural response. The firm silicone maintains the rigidity, which means intimacy is totally possible regardless of what the body is doing on its own. It's a real game changer.
Actually, back in a 2017 clinical review, researchers Wassersug and Wiboa argued for the formal medicinization of external penile prosthesis. Basically, they hit the nail on the head. These are legitimate, doctor-recommended, non-invasive aids. Now, historically, the biggest complaint guys had about external aids was instability. They'd bend or pivot, the dreaded hinge effect. But modern engineering has completely solved this. RX Sleeve, for instance, uses this patented harness system called the Grip. It features a soft silicone scrotal loop and an adjustable belt that transfers all that mechanical load directly to the pelvic bone. It anchors everything securely, completely eliminating that old hinge effect. Problem solved. Still on this non-invasive rung of the ladder, let's take an objective look at vacuum erection devices, or VEDs. These pumps have been a standard of care since the early 80s. The pros? They are incredibly strong. We're talking an overall clinical success rate of about 90% across all types of ED, and they're highly recommended for penile rehabilitation after prostate surgery. But let's keep it real, there are cons. The resulting direction can feel cold, it might pivot a bit unsteadily at the base, and there is a strict 30-minute time limit for the constriction ring so you don't damage any tissue. Plus, roughly 19% of users do report some discomfort or bruising. But hey, here's a really cool pro tip. You can actually pair these two non-invasive options together. A lot of men use the VED pump to get that initial engorgement going, and then slip a medical-grade sleeve right over it to provide the structural stability needed for penetration. It's the best of both worlds. Moving right along to Section 3, Medical Options. This covers injections and MUSE, and this is the point where direct medical supervision becomes absolutely required. Okay, on one side, we have intracavernosal injection therapy, or ICI. This is where you actually self-administer a drug directly into the shaft. The efficacy? It's incredible. Studies show a 70% to 94% success rate. The catch?
Yeah, it requires needles. Unsurprisingly, almost 80% of patients who end up quitting ICI do it simply because they hate or fear the needles. There is also a very real medical risk of priapism, which is an erection lasting more than 4 hours. And trust me, that's an emergency room visit you do not want. On the other side, for guys who absolutely cannot do needles, there is MUSE. This is a tiny suppository inserted directly into the urethra. So it's needle-free, right? But the trade-off is huge. Only about 10% of users get a completely rigid erection when you compare it head-to-head with injections. Plus, up to 70% say it's just not adequate for penetration, and around 31% experience urethral burning. Yikes.
Stepping up to Section 4, Surgical Options. Penile implant surgery. This is definitive, third-line treatment for men who have exhausted all the conservative options. The gold standard in surgery is the three-piece inflatable penile prosthesis, or IPP. Basically, this device consists of cylinders placed inside the penis, a little pump tucked in the scrotum, and a fluid reservoir up near the bladder. The whole shebang is entirely internal, and it provides spontaneous, on-demand erections. And honestly, the satisfaction rates are deeply impressive. Peer-reviewed studies show that over 83% of patients and over 85% of their partners are totally satisfied a year or more after the surgery.
But, and this is a big but, urologists will almost always insist you try sleeves or injections first. Why? Because surgical risks are permanent. There's a 1% to 3% infection rate, and if that happens, the device almost always has to be completely removed. But the most crucial thing to understand is that the surgery physically destroys your natural erectile tissue. It is a one-way street. 100% irreversible. If the implant is ever taken out, natural erections are gone forever. On top of that, research documents an average erect length reduction of about 0.75 centimeters, which honestly a lot of patients feel is a bigger deal than the numbers suggest. And mechanical failure? That happens in about 7% of patients over an 8-year period.
All right, Section 5, True Long-Term Costs. Let's talk about the financial picture, because this is the reality that almost always gets ignored.
When we map out efficacy against a 10-year estimated cost, the differences are absolutely staggering. Look at this. A medical sleeve, highly effective for all types of ED, and it's going to run you around $1,000 over a whole decade, and that includes replacements. A VED pump sits between $600 and $800 for 10 years, but then we get to the medical interventions. NCI injections, they stack up to nearly $40,000 over 10 years. And the penile implant, while offering high satisfaction, comes with a massive upfront surgical cost, anywhere from $15,000 up to $40,000 here in the US.
Seriously, just visually comparing these two, the financial gap is massive. I mean, even generic daily pills can hit $7,000 over a decade. But comparing a medical sleeve at $1,000 to the towering $39,470 cost of ongoing injection therapy, it's just a shocker. And here's something else to keep in mind. Prosthetic options like the RX sleeve are very often FSA, HRA, or HSA eligible if you get a letter of medical necessity from your doctor. That makes the upfront cost even more manageable. If you're looking to bypass surgical risks and dodge those crazy ongoing medication costs, the external prosthetic path is just incredibly competitive financially.
So how do you actually navigate all of this? Well, you follow the exact, scientifically backed roadmap from the American Urological Association. Step 1, confirm you're actually using the pills correctly. Timing, food, stimulation, all of that. Step 2, get your doctor to check your testosterone and metabolic markers. Step 3, this is key. Before you jump straight to needles or an operating table, try second-line aids like VEDs and external prostheses. They are formally recognized standard parts of this clinical ladder. And finally, Step 4, if all else fails, consult your urologist for injections or surgical implants. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one thought. One question, really. If pills are no longer the answer, which step on this clinical ladder makes the most sense for you and your partner right now? At the end of the day, restoring intimacy and connection is the ultimate goal, right? The tools you use to get there are completely secondary. If you've hit a point where the pills just aren't delivering, please remember that is not the end of the conversation. It's just the beginning of a different one. If you want to learn more, explore these medical-grade options, and find the right fit for you, go ahead and visit rxsleeve.com. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.